Yeah, it's doing something. This is Patriots. I can't imagine the other one. Mom says it's ready. When we lay down, I think we're on.
Yeah.
I got a song done for our show. I need to add it. All right, let's see if this is going to work.
We could hear you talking.
Yeah, I was going to say your mics were still on. I tried writing the private chat. The mics were still on in the background.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually kind of hoping. I don't know if anybody can hear us through that, but like if over here, I've got a thing that says I can listen to people speak in the back.
This off stage feeds.
Yeah, off stage feeds. So, I still don't think that your wonderful audience can hear you. So, but
So can we see comments or no?
There is Ed just wrote in the chat.
Okay,
Ed,
no.
So Ed, you are our guinea pig. Were you able to hear talking during the intro music?
Mimi said she heard it.
oh,
That's fine.
Okay.
That's why I said mics. If you guys didn't see the private chat, I said mics are still on.
That's okay. Nobody said anything nasty, and if I did, everybody's used to me. It don't matter.
I'm about to say some nasty things.
What's up, Nate?
Wow.
Yes, Jeremy's back.
I'm back. But the focal point of the show isn't me. It is for this guy right here.
me.
That's right.
Well, you agreed to be our guest.
Yeah. You know what's kind of
you're-
funny about that, Jeremy? You say that, yet Adrian had to keep reminding me. I guess that's one of the things of being the old guy here. So,
Well, I can actually kind of relate to you on that one because I have a tendency to forget a lot of stuff myself.
How you doing, Kate?
Here I am sharing this out all over the place.
That is true, Ed. We all make mistakes.
I'm just glad I didn't have to, start talking about like an itch or something.
So this is, how about your official comeback, Jeremy?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fine edition of Supernatural Talk with our super big logo up in the corner.
It grew when we went on live.
I had it down to 30%.
Yeah, and then as soon as Zach clicked there you go. Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as Zach went live, it just like boom, it just went huge.
Wow. For those of you that are joining us, we are trying out
Leave it there.
EVMUX, whatever the hell that stands for.
I thought it was just EveMux. I thought that's what it was referred to. I didn't know it was actually you had to use EVMUX. I thought it was EveMux.
We don't know.
I've been calling it EveMux.
Yeah, we do not know. But Zach has been trying this out for a while. Joe has been trying this out for a while. Tom has been. Am I missing anybody else?
Joe's been using, and if you've seen before, Jeremy, I mean, we've also used this too with when we play our golf at shows.
I haven't been watching for the last couple of months.
Yeah, but when you started watching them, we were using Eve Monks then.
Were you?
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
And that's what I was saying. I was telling Zach this just before you came back. I'm thinking, geez, we guess I probably should have pulled Joe or Tom to kind of help us out because they know how to use it.
Well, it's not a matter of not knowing how to use it. It's a matter of it doesn't want to cooperate.
That's true.
Yeah, it bit us in the ass last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Ed, I'm liking it. I like it for mine as well, but we do have problems. I had a guest today that we had to cancel one of my shows because her camera wouldn't work, and we're late today because it wouldn't accept Jeremy's camera. So
Because he's using Restream.
Yeah, he uses Restream.
Okay. That is one of the ones that I am planning on testing out in the coming months. So we're testing this one out this month. My StreamYard account ends on the 20th. So all the other shows that, like Fear Fans and
Nick Files
shows, if Nick brings his show back on, all of that will still be on StreamYard. We'll be testing this show up to the end of StreamYard, and then I am going to be testing something else out. I'm looking at Restream, OneStream, Riverside FM.
Well, in the case with Restream, since Ed knows how to use it, it's obvious that if we start learning how to use that, we know who to reach out to in this case with that. What's up, Jackie?
Hello. You just had a birthday recently.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
$49.99 per month, 10 shares, unlimited streaming.
Oh, that is it. Ed, is that paying monthly or is that what you're paying on an annual average?
He's saying yes when I said if we start learning how to use Restream, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's responding to.
I believe $49 is also. I think that's the monthly price.
Wasn't that like close to StreamYard too? We pay monthly.
It was. Okay, so you pay monthly. Okay, see, yeah, that's the problem. You end up paying $10 more per month on average. But I do understand that a lot of people can't pay the full year thing.
Yeah, not all of us are independently wealthy and good looking like you, buddy.
Well, I can't say I'm independently wealthy. That could change. That could change.
A lot more bells and whistles.
We'll have to look at that one next.
Yeah, like I said, I actually had a conversation with the people at that Riverside FM to do the professional one, and it would be nice to be able to do the professional one. It's like $300, but the thing about it is that they've got producers that sit on your show with you. So
yeah, we're not. No.
Yeah, we handle our own shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No producer's going to sit on this show.
Again, must be nice to be independently wealthy and good looking. That's funny.
Oh, because of the lights, probably.
Wait, what?
Wayne's World.
The lights that you got above you.
Oh.
It's reminding Eric of Wayne's World.
It's my Halloween lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything, Nick.
How have I not said anything? I was waiting for you guys to say something.
Yes. Look at my thumb.
Wait, your thumb? Oh, yeah. Damn it. Ow.
All these talks about clowns, and he doesn't even notice them.
Here, let me do this, and this way you can see it.
Yes.
Oh, I did not even see that. Okay, because the screen was small. Is that the? Did you get that from Spirit Halloween?
Popcorn clowns.
Is that the one from Spirit?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't believe you got it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it last year.
Well, I thought you said you didn't get the popcorn gun though.
They didn't have it last year.
Oh, they didn't have. That's true. Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to get out to the store yet. It's been an insanely busy time.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
Ouch.
Okay, what is affecting only on your end?
Hmm?
Huh. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out this whole thing here. Um,
Yeah.
Apparently, only one person can be in control.
That's really bizarre that only one person has to.
Yeah, that's not how I wanted to do that. I wanted everybody to be able to have control of the show, but
Yeah.
it does have a thing on here for collaborators. I sent myself an invite, and when I clicked on accept, it doesn't do anything.
Yes, they do, Mimi. She said they got some cool stuff this year at Spirit Halloween. They really do. They got a lot of great stuff.
I need to get out there.
Oh yeah, they got like a lot of the Killer Clown stuff, but they've also, especially because it just got released a few weeks ago, they also have a lot of Beetlejuice related stuff too, and of course, your typical Nightmare Before Christmas decorations.
I just want that popcorn again.
You better get it soon.
I'm afraid how much that thing is going to cost, though.
I didn't get to see the price, unfortunately, when I found it. What's up, Chris?
Hey. All right, so Zach, let's put the spotlight on you.
Better be a big spotlight, pal.
Well, you get daylight light bulbs, and you have a lot more light.
Is this good enough, Zach?
Yeah, there. I got a toy too, so but yeah, yeah. So a lot of people here have supported me before on my February 22nd event, which is about trying to help out, trying to talk about veteran suicide and mental health and well-being, what we can do to try to help out veterans and just the families in general, because it's never one person that's sick, it's everyone that suffers. So and what we've decided to do, I'm working with a couple of global Santa Clauses, and we started a program where what we want to do is we want to take December and help people defeat the loneliness, because December is the worst month there is for suicide and depression and drug use. And, you know, along with that comes, unfortunately, domestic violence and so many more things. So, what we're doing is we're going to take and we're going to start a program of recorded sessions. Everything's going to be recorded, but it's gonna start on midnight Christmas morning on the Christmas Islands, which is where, that's the first place it turns Christmas Day. That's a lot of Christmas right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's going to run until midnight, December 26th in Honolulu, Hawaii, which is a total of 37 total hours, where we're going to ask people to come on and say hello to somebody that they love. say thank you to a veteran.
All
or
recorded. All recorded.
All recorded.
Nobody's
That's right.
coming on
Yeah.
Christmas because if he thinks he's going to work on Christmas,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to be single.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all going to be recorded, but we're asking people to come on and send a message of love, send a message of thought, send a message of care. Talk to some of these people who spend parts of holidays working or whatever. And the other thing that we're doing, Jeremy, is this isn't going to be a Christian event. This is a human event. We're wanting to talk to people who are in Jewish culture or Muslim culture, or learn about Kwanzaa, learn about some of these other wonderful ways of celebrating the month of December. Okay, my my reasoning for that is very simply this: I don't care who you are, you're going to miss somebody if they're not with you. And it doesn't matter what your religion is. Just because it's not Christmas in your house doesn't mean you're not missing people. So we want to give everybody a chance to, take these 37 hours and say, hey, you know what? You're going to be on the PAC channel. You're going to be on Things Network, on their YouTube channel at this time. We're going to let you know when you're going to be on there so you can surprise your kids, moms and dads that can't be with your kids. And you can say, hey, tell their caregiver, hey, why don't you turn on the computer for them? I've recorded a message for them, and their kids can see mom and dad. But this is open to anybody and everybody to come on and just spread the love, spread the care, spread the joy of December. Because regardless of what your religion is, we all just want to be happy. Regardless of what your culture is, we just need to start coming together and learning a little bit more about each other instead of making a federal crime of who you are.
I like that.
I like it too.
So, and one of the things that I've learned with my lovely wife here is, I always knew that that Christmas, that December 25th was not Jesus's birthday, but I didn't know that it was a pagan. There was a pagan reason behind why they moved it to December 25th. It was to take over the celebrations of, who did we find out the other day? Apollo.
No.
Yeah, it was Apollo was one of them, I believe. But there were two gods that, Christmas took over the celebrating for that. So, you know, I don't think anybody wants to be alone, and I don't think anybody needs to be alone, and I think that we should be able to celebrate everyone.
Well, and then we have people deployed. And
Yeah.
The kids may want to say something to their parents, or parents say something to the kids, or
truck drivers, people, oil field workers, nurses, our police officers. These are all people who are out there that would really appreciate just a simple, hey, thank you, we love you, we appreciate you. And so we're using our we're looking for people to use our format, and we're going to, along with telling stories, we've got a Santa Claus in England who writes short stories, who writes books. He's going to read some of his books on air for kids, and we're going to tell the hospitals that Santa Claus is going to be reading a story at that time of day, and so they can tune in and listen to Santa Claus read stories. We've actually got a couple Santas who is going to do this.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Santa stories.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strange to be sitting outside, on the front porch, and he's on his iPad on a meeting with Santa Claus, and I'm telling you, this man is dressed up. I'm like, yeah, hi. Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, one of the gentlemen that we work with, he was a truck driver. One of the gentlemen that's doing this, he was a truck driver, and his wife makes all of his clothing, and he does not own any clothing that is not Santa related. It might be a short sleeve kind of Hawaiian shirt, but it's got Santa Claus on it.
That's awesome.
So,
So
uh,
it's Santa year round.
Oh
yep,
yeah.
yep. And Jeremy, he does this wonderful thing. He takes businesses and he helps community minded businesses get a little boost by he's created something called "Are You Santa Approved?" And what he does is he just lets people know that this is a good business. This is a business that cares about the community. This is a business that cares about people. So, it's a fantastic, fantastic program.
I'm looking that up right now, actually. Quite a few things have popped up.
Local dealer. Need to get more truck drivers. They need us right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You know, Ed, I look as a former truck driver. I one of the reasons why we wanted to really focus on saying hello to truck drivers is look, that time of year, we as a community, it's frustrating for us to be out there on the roads. Imagine having to drive a truck through all the chaos every day.
Is he Santa Papa John?
Yes. Yep.
I found him. I
Yep.
found him on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yep. He's on YouTube. Yeah, he's all over YouTube. So, and as a matter of fact, Community Pay It Forward is now Santa approved. So,
I need to see if we can get things in the Things Network Santa approved.
Right.
mhm.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So especially the Giving Tree.
Yeah.
I, I
What are
so
we renaming that? I can't remember.
what's that?
You were rebranding that, were you not?
Yeah, I did rebrand it as the Things Paranormal Giving Tree.
Oh, okay, okay.
So really not much of a change there. It was just a matter of moving away from doing the investigations at free locations for specific groups. Because it was wildly successful when it was the Paranormal Relief Project. But it's one of those things where it's basically like a one and done type deal. The second year wasn't as successful, and then the third year just took
Yeah.
off. Yeah. So
Well, do you mind? I've got it loaded up. Do you mind if I play the video for this and share the video with people?
go ahead.
Okay, so that was the wrong video, but you know what? That is a huge part of it. Um,
You
yeah,
played the wrong video?
yeah. Well, that is part of it. Okay, because the other thing that we're going to do, Jeremy, is we're asking people to help us start a book collection. A book drive. And what we want to do with the book drive is we want to get we want to get books in hospitals all around the world. Okay, and we've got a very special thing that Adrian and I do. On It's actually going to happen November 4th here. We got a chili cook-off and book drive, and what we do is we ask people to bring in books and deliver children's books that we take to the pediatric wards. What we do is we ask people to open up their books, and on the inside, write like the Jeremy York family, and then write two underneath. And you just leave the two blank. But then when a nurse comes in and a child comes into the hospital and they're facing a very, very difficult time, this nurse is able to give this child a book that has their name in it because the nurse will write a name in it. And this gives that kid, in which, let's be honest, we've all had kids in the hospital, them getting anything will help. It just kind of it helps them feel better. So, but that's another huge part of this. I would like to see us collaborate and get together and as a community, as a family, and blow away any Guinness Book of World Records for a book drive, and get books in hospitals all over the world for kids.
Well, you and I can both speak from experience that from spending time in the hospital, long ass time that we spend in there when we don't have anything.
Yeah.
So being able to have books would really help pass the time.
Ed's got an idea there and he is really good with
Yeah.
really good with the public too.
Well, Ed, what you can do is we are asking for people to we're asking for people to join us. In the corner, you'll see a QR code right now, and that QR code, if you scan it, if you need me to make it bigger, just let me know. But if you scan that QR code, man, that dog
I,
stinks.
I would go ahead and maximize that since Nick is off camera.
Yeah, there you go. But you can join us and you can ask us to let us take over your YouTube channel for 37 hours. It's on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, but we're just going to take, and we want to spread the word as much as we can, Ed. And we need people like you who want to join us in doing this.
He's awesome with public. He's
There you go, Nikki.
very personable.
Okay, so Christmas this year falls on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm pretty sure that none of our shows are going to want to be on those days.
I would hope everybody's got family to be dealing with.
I appreciate it, Ed. I really do. We're doing this because I'm going to be able to take and put the shows together. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to take some of these, if say mom wants to get allow the kids to say hi to dad who's deployed somewhere. Dad wants to get a hold of the kids and say hello to mom who's a nurse and is working really hard, and the kids don't get to spend enough time with them. This is just a chance for us to say, hey, let's do this. Let's make, and then they can take, and I'll let them know, if we have to loop the recordings 2 or 3 times, we'll loop the recordings 2 or 3 times. I hope that we get 37 hours worth of content. So, look, here's the thing. Again, we've got a son that's in Japan. Okay. We miss him every day. This is a chance that we'd be able to sit there and say, hey, we miss you, boy, and really get out there. So, sounds great, Ed. It really does.
Pickle
Yeah, he's got to give us 4 pickles. He's given this show 4 pickles out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Pickle Tom.
Okay. Well, I'm the Gherkin King, so.
I would like to think that for something like this, a lot of people would like to be a part of. Getting 37 hours worth of content, that might be a bit of a challenge, but I think that could be a fun challenge.
You know what? It might be, Jeremy, but look, here's the thing, and this is the truth. I don't understand why people say we cannot help everyone. Okay? Nobody can look me in the face and tell me we can't help everyone because nobody's ever tried. Let's give it a shot. Why not try? If we all get together, every single one of us can help somebody, okay? And then by the end of the day, we've helped everyone. Can we help everyone with everything? Probably, maybe not, but we won't know until we try.
Right.
Sorry, I
And
disappeared
if
for
we don't
sorry I disappeared
try,
for a little while. I had to take a break. Ah, Pickle Tom. Anyways, sorry guys, I had to disappear shortly. I had to take a really important phone call. So, but I had been listening what you were talking about, Zach.
Yeah, well, I do. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is something that it grew out. It grew from our chili cook-off that we have a lot of fun doing. And if anybody's in the northern Colorado area, Wyoming, hell,
Idaho.
New Mexico, Nebraska, Kansas,
What about
November
Idaho?
November
anywhere in
3rd.
the 50 state area.
Yeah,
Jackie's going to be here.
yep. So November 3rd at Key Largo Lounge. Key Largo has been a huge, huge, huge supporter of this for 8 years. So, and I love them for what they do. We always do it during one of the football games, and people sit there, have fun, and it's called the Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics. So.
I am sitting way too far back here and can't see people. Usually I'm talking to people.
You gossa.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, well, you can definitely hijack all of the things pages.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do, Jeremy, and hopefully we're going to have enough participation in different genres that if we just get the YouTube pages, I think we can really, get different YouTube pages.
Of course you would, Tom.
Well,
You'd be the
Oh,
cop.
first of all, we got to make sure that the YouTube pages do not have any strikes against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have been hitting for 2 years ago.
uh-oh.
And somebody was talking about they had the thing and it got taken off. They were just talking about their symptoms and what they had. And it was what they call it?
Medical misinformation
Yeah.
because he was explaining what he was going through.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's misinformation.
No.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
We can't tell people what's really going on.
It's ridiculous.
What's
It really
really
is.
going on? Okay, folks, we're going to get kicked off of every platform imaginable because they don't want to know the truth.
Tom's asking,
Oh,
what
whatever.
can you speak of? Never heard of it.
Tom, YouTube is a almost completely useless platform.
It used to be cool. I also would say it used to be cool, but now it sucks.
Yeah, just
I,
like,
I thought I've heard the worst channel of all is this channel called This Is Tom's World. Boy, does he really piss us off. I'm just messing with you, Tom.
yeah, that's got to be low on the totem pole.
Yeah, I think I visited a couple of those pages that make me angry on YouTube as well. So,
Yeah, yours are political.
or hockey.
And
Yeah, see,
both
Tom
of
knows what I'm
which
talking
you
about.
go,
That guy. Tom
"Click
knows what I'm talking
and
about.
you
That
watch."
guy sucks.
I just tend to watch the wrestling stuff on YouTube. I try to stay away from everything else,
Yep.
especially
go for
at this
music.
time of year.
I just try to get the music. Yeah, that guy sucks, right, Tom?
Yeah, he sucks a lot of pickles.
Oh my, here we go.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
All right.
I never expect to say that, Jeremy.
So you're going to be doing a 37-hour thing for Christmas, and then you're going to be doing a is it still going to be 22-hour thing in February?
Absolutely. February 22nd, it's our fourth year of the 22-hour. Look, it's honor of the men and women who have sacrificed for this country, whether they, you know, whether they died, whether they are suffering now. Our goal is to make sure that we're talking about mental health, and it's a sad fact, Jeremy, that out of everyone that unfortunately out of the majority of people who commit suicide are our veterans.
Mhm.
And we just want to take and make sure that people understand that we're here. We use the number 22 because of all the money that was put into the number 22. But the truth is, um, the number is so much more than 22 now. Uh,
Hi, Denise.
Hey,
it's
Denise.
staggering, and it's unfortunately not going down. Um, During the COVID time, the numbers really went up, and we just can't get it to go down. And you know, this is the thing that upsets me the most about this is that we as a country, you know, back when my grandfather fought in World War II, back when your dad was in the service, Jeremy, in your dad was in Vietnam era, correct?
He got his discharge right before they started drafting for Vietnam.
Okay.
So he got out at just the right time.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that um, we went from where it was called shell shock, or where you were less of a man, or you had all these other things that you used to be. It was, you know, those feelings of guilt, those feelings of insecurity, those feelings of just, you know, depression. You couldn't feel that way. And I have a grandfather who he drank himself to death. Um, and I was lucky enough to where he talked to me at because I was doing a school project. I come to find out a little bit later on, he had never even talked to my dad, and my dad was his son, you know, his only son. He never talked to my dad about his service. And my grandfather told me something that, you know, I listened to him as a kid who was doing a school project instead of a person who should have really been paying attention. And my grandfather told me that, you know, he had, because he was a ground medic. And he said during World War II, they had kids who came in missing half their bodies, who went home and lived long lives. They had kids who came in with scratches that never made it off the gurney. And he said he felt every single one of those kids' pains every day of his life. Well, thank God we've gotten brave enough to give these the diagnosis of PTSD and other technical terms, but that's really as far as we've gotten because our care for our veterans is still lackluster at best.
Oh, yes, it is because my dad complains about the VA all the time.
Yep. You know what, Jeremy? So does Jerry. Yeah. Dad can't go get anything done. He can't get anything done because it costs too much damn money or there's such a waiting list, you know?
For he
And
yesterday he went in for one of his regular appointments, and he was going to talk to his doctor about his memory because his memory's been getting really bad, and he was worried that he was getting Alzheimer's because my grandma died from Alzheimer's,
yeah.
and she was 82 when she died. He's 83 now. Um, so so he talked to the doctor, say, hey, is there something we can do about my memory? Test it and things. So she got somebody to come in, and according to Dad, this lady put him through a whole bunch of tests, and said that he passed with flying colors. Her words exactly. What did they do? And one of the things that she said was, I'm going to tell you 5 words right now.
Uh huh.
Then 15 minutes later, I'm going to ask you what those 5 words. Well, he said it.
I
But,
couldn't do that.
huh?
I couldn't do that. I've seen him do that to mom and dad. I cannot do that.
I don't think I'd be able to either.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
But-
I will too as well.
But he knows, and I know, that his memory is terrible. He's got really bad short term memory, but his long term memory
Yep.
is decent.
That's mom and dad too. They the same way.
And he gets caught really bad on when he's trying to think of a certain word to let me know, hey, I need this. I can't think of what it is. And it's like he's reaching for it with his hand.
Right.
And it is so frustrating to him. And it's frustrating to me to see him like that.
Right. Yep.
And yet,
Yeah.
he said that he's got his memory's fine. Bullshit, it is.
And there are so many people out there, Jeremy, that are trying to find ways to help people like your dad, and they're unheard of. There are smaller organizations that are out there that could really do things to help your dad. They're out there, they're busting their ass, they're trying to find their way in this world. And if we can talk about them, if we can introduce them and what they do to people out there, maybe they can help people like your dad without your dad having to go through the VA bullshit, without your dad going through all this other, it's a chance to where we can take and we can talk to some of these smaller nonprofits and we can make a difference in these veterans' lives.
Problem, if the VA doesn't farm him out to somebody, then they're not going to cover anything. And
Well-
they don't like farming him out unless they absolutely have to.
Right.
You know what? There are enough programs out there that they run off donations. We've got one here in northern Colorado. It's called Healing Warriors, and it's a non-narcotic. It's a non-narcotic program that helps out our veterans that are homeless or shut in, and it's a chance for them to come and get a full checkup and just such a wonderful, wonderful program. And it doesn't cost a vet anything. They don't need the referrals. And this is what we need more of. We need to talk about these programs, because if we're able to bring attention to them, they're going to, I like to tell people that, people accidentally hear a lot of stuff. And what sticks is when it's something that they're really interested in. And if we can accidentally get the right person to hear about veterans honoring veterans, about Project Die Hard, about Healing Warriors, you know what? That could be a couple $1,000s in their pocket, because some of these companies have to do that year-end donation just to save themselves in tax money. Well, let's do that. Denise, I wanted to your statement here, from us to your dads. I want to say thank you so much for their service. That means a ton, and thank you to your family for allowing them to do what they did.
Denise and Ernie own the most haunted house in Kentucky.
Nah.
Speaking of which, they just announced earlier today that they are now opening up their house once a month for investigations overnight. $500 for up to 8 people.
They opened up
Good
their
deal.
home to people who were displaced during the storms. Even
Oh, really? I didn't know anything about that. Yeah.
I saw Denise post it.
Wow, that's fantastic, Denise. You guys are amazing.
One of the most old historical homes there is. They were our tour guides when we went to Waverly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the Waverly Hills that we were helping.
All right.
There's a fly in here that's got to go.
Yeah, he's a little annoying. So I think we need to let the spider loose if it's still alive.
Yeah, she told us the whole story last week.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. That was yeah.
Unique.
I bet that gave you a heart attack, Adrian, when that thing reared up at you like that.
I'm surprised I didn't throw her because I really did not put together what was in that box. And the sad part is, I'm the one that handed him that box. Then I put it on top of the freezer as you're walking up the stairs, and never thought another thing about it.
I just think it's funny because I this woman doesn't freak out about anything. Okay, she just doesn't.
What's up, Rich?
And there was like a normal little girl moment there, you know. Zach, come get your goddamn spider.
I can absolutely hear her saying that.
I think what I said was, "You better come get this son of a bitch. It's still alive."
So yeah, but it was funny because I spent a week, you know,
No, we're not playing.
I spent a week just trying to get over its death. I've had the thing for over 20 years, so
Why are you growling at me, you little bitch?
but yeah, so I was mourning it for a week, and then all of a sudden it was alive again. It was like, well, damn.
Stop chewing the blanket. Stop.
So,
Spiders of the dead.
No.
but yeah, again,
Stop.
look, these are two of the programs that Adrian and I are working really hard on. Our program, Jeremy, as you know, what we do is we work with small companies all over the country, and they give us referrals when we send them business, and we turn those referrals into donations. If somebody gives us a $10 referral, we give a $7.50 donation to something that you, the customer, choose to support. And it's a program that I started after I was run off the road on a motorcycle. Um, I When I woke up, um, my first thought wasn't looking around and seeing all the people that were in the hospital. It was none of that. I I woke up, I saw the people that were around me, but my first thought was, imagine how scary it would have been if I would have woken up and there was nobody there. And I wanted to try to find a way that we could be there for people. If somebody had just moved into the state, if somebody just moved into the town, this gives people in other areas a chance to support things that they love. It also gives credence to all these programs, like we were talking about earlier, these small programs. Adrian and I were just introduced to a wonderful program out in California. The lady was her the father of her child she was pregnant with. Uh, did a severe number on her, and she and her baby were lucky to survive it, and she started a program called Conquering Domestic Violence. It's a new program, getting to tell the stories of these wonderful organizations, getting to tell people stories is something that's so much fun, you know and it's my way of being part of history. So, Denise, that's where I get my kick from, is I love history. So,
She does too. And she's a traveling nurse.
well, thank you for your service then.
Oh my God.
One of these dogs needs to go clear its gut badly.
I don't know.
Pretty program.
You're blaming your crap on the dogs?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Just that term, conquering domestic violence, it just brings up a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Probably more how-tos than anything.
No, it's different organizations. One is Sisters Overcoming Abusive Relationships, Financial Help for Domestic Violence Survivors. something called Core Support, Women's SV, Salvation Army, Reach, the Mid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's confronting domestic violence. I've
Uh,
got another organization that was conquering.
Now that came right up on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't work there. Oh, here we go.
You
Yeah,
know,
if anybody wants to know more about them, they're right there.
ooh, and that went to every link
Yeah.
we.
Yeah, holy cow.
We don't do that.
Gee,
Oh, I do.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Except for Instagram.
that is weird. It just goes for every single one except that. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Go back down to the comments.
We're at the. Oh,
No, they got pushed. There we go.
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I mean, like I said, she was a lady who she was 8 months pregnant, and the father of her baby just did a number on her, and almost killed her and the child. 20 years later, now she's finally been able to face her fear that built up in her, and she created uh, this organization, and wonderful, wonderful things that people do because they had no choice.
Now
And
the child, how does she turn out to be?
it's actually her son, and she had an 8-year-old daughter at the time. Her daughter was 8 years old at the time. The child is actually fine. He's 20,
Okay.
and the child is fully recovered.
I was
No
thinking
problems.
she was pregnant with the.
Yeah, she was pregnant, but she also had an 8-year-old daughter.
Okay.
So, and Jeremy, that's a good point, because one of the other groups that we work with is a group called Stop Shaken Baby Syndrome. And we have a really good friend who's a foster parent to shaken babies.
Nope, she adopted him.
That's right. That's right. She did adopt him. And it will tear your heart up to see what things like shaking a baby will do to a child. You
Oh,
know,
I can just about imagine because
Yeah.
when you're shaking a baby, that really messes up with their brains.
It
Yeah.
does. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tantamount to brain damage.
And that's what this baby has. It's this baby will never speak. It will never walk. All of its muscles are drawn like this, and it's awful.
He wasn't supposed to live.
The first time she asked me if I wanted to hold that baby, I had to hesitate because I'm not sure how to hold this baby because it was like, it was awful. Awful.
Does it spasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he unfortunately does.
And now has seizures repeatedly. They had to put something into his body into his brain to try to stop the seizures.
And there are so many people out there that, I mean, once again, Stop Shaken Baby Syndrome, they're not the biggest organization out there for Shaken Baby. But here's the thing that I love about it.
You got to start somewhere.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be, where you've got organizations like Walmart that will ask you to take and share, do you want to donate the last 19 cents? Do you want to round up to the nearest dollar? What I do with ours is I tell them, when you want to take and donate that money in our community and we can see it go to work, maybe I'll consider doing that. That's why it was so important to me, Jeremy, to make it to where, and I know Adrian loves this too, you as the customer get to decide where we put that money, where that money goes. We're not going to tell you what's important to us.
I know around here there are several organizations that do sign up with different stores where it's not not that you round up to the nearest dollar, is that like a certain percentage of.
Yeah, Kroger is a good one that does that. Kroger does that. Our he's one of my very best friends, John Vogels, who started Martyred Angels after his 3-year-old son drowned and passed away. Yeah, Kroger is one that every time that you shop at Kroger, if you've picked Martyred Angels, you get a percentage of
You
the.
know, I'm
They
just
do.
going to say I'm
Yeah, they
surprised
get.
I haven't heard about that sooner because, like, the grocery store that I work at is owned by Kroger. So I'm surprised that we haven't heard about that any time sooner.
Yeah, you might want to check into that, Nick. So
Yeah.
Oh, tell her to come on.
Yeah, I just saw Eileen's message.
Yeah, tell her to come on because Mama needs to go to bed.
yeah, someone's not feeling good today.
No.
What's wrong, Adrian?
You all right?
I wish I knew. I woke up last night just sick. Had no idea why within an hour. Went back to bed and I just cannot get my energy today. Just, where is it? I'm driving.
Yeah.
We're shutting down. That's what we're doing.
Jeez, that is a huge link.
That is. That's nothing like StreamYard's link, is it?
No, it's not.
No, that's not the same link you gave me.
It should
That's
still
what
be.
No, yeah, I think it is actually because I'm just testing it out. It's going to the studio.
Oh, huh?
Hmm. Well, I wanted to share this again, Jeremy, with people. That's the QR code that if they scan and they want to be part of a miracle,
Yeah, go ahead and cover Nick, or Nick shift over on the couch.
there we go.
Move
Oh,
to your right.
okay.
Move to your right so that he can fully maximize that QR code.
Yeah, but there's a place on this that we ask for your help creating these collection boxes. We ask for you to come on. There you go, Nick. Hold it up for me. Hold it steady, buddy.
No, let him do this, and you play around with the size of that code.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we're gonna make people ill. There you go. Push him into the corner.
Oh, wait.
But there's
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
so. But I mean, there's plenty that you can do to help us out, and when you help us out, you're helping other people out.
Do we know if Eileen's coming on?
Well,
I don't know.
oh,
So
she
far, she hasn't showed up on the bottom.
okay. She just said it's not loading.
Not loading.
loading.
Well, she's on the road too, so I'm not sure if it's the connection.
I don't know how it would do on a phone. It wouldn't work with a camera, let alone a phone.
Yeah. I don't know how. I've been a guest on Eve Mux before, just on the computer. I don't know how it's like when you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Editor.
What are you playing with? What are you doing?
I put your guys'
Stop
logo back
messing.
up.
Just stop messing.
Oh
Let's
no!
be honest, we're just telling him to stop because it keeps blocking me.
Yeah, but you can see through this one, so
Yeah, you can. Yeah, this Eve Mux is really weird.
it is. Like I said, I've had some good luck with it. I've had some bad luck with it.
We don't know.
Let me try it on. Let me try it on my phone.
I would think because camera or phone cameras are pretty updated.
Yeah, usually they are. She says that it doesn't want to work.
Well, my phone is showing that is loading, trying to load the studio.
I
Yeah.
think that's all hers is doing too.
Want me to try on my phone?
Go ahead. I'm gonna do a search here.
Yeah, because you have an iPhone, huh? Let's
Yeah,
see
I
how it
do.
works with iPhones.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Oh wait, I got it. Oh, I forgot. I got to copy the link too, and because it only worked because I use Safari on this. So
Yeah, you got to use Safari. Yeah.
all right, let's see if this. Oh, whoop! Jeez,
No, Chrome.
I did not mean to send that like the thumbs up. That was my fault. Okay, let's try
Safari,
this.
you got to use Chrome.
No, it says you could use Safari too.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, right now, what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna. It said when I opened it up on Facebook Messenger, it said you got to use Safari for it.
That's weird. On the computer, it tells me I got to use Chrome.
Well, I think you could use Safari. You could also use Microsoft Edge. That's what I'm using on my computer right now.
I hate that
Okay, let's see if this works.
Click, 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 click. Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Here's
there's-
Nick.
It worked on Nick's.
I don't know if I want to actually pull you in. It'll
No.
echo.
Here,
but-
let me mute my mic first.
Now go ahead and let him in and see how the picture. See if there's a difference in the picture. Yeah. It's
Well,
actually-
Nick, that's a better quality.
It is. It's
Yeah, it is.
So,
I'm really surprised.
but
That's pretty cool.
Nick in stereo.
It's really impressive. All right, well, now we know it works.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get off this hot or so I log off on this thing.
I can even probably help you out by doing this.
There we go.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wait, look who just showed up.
Yeah, she is. You made it.
You made it.
Hello.
No, you didn't.
Maybe. I mean, I didn't even hear anything from her side.
Yeah.
It's glitchy.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I can't hear anybody, so I'm playing with my phone.
Now
Yeah.
we can hear you.
I can hear you now.
She's playing with her phone.
While she is driving after dark.
The whole crew's back now.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
Eileen's going to be disappearing here soon.
Yep.
Message.
You got the message of it's almost like the kiss of death for streaming. It's going to be disappearing soon, but
Now, where does it show if she's getting that same message? Because I did not see that.
It comes up on our end on the bottom right of the screen.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and it kicked her out.
Now,
Hopefully she's heading
on
back
your-
home. So therefore, maybe once she gets back home, she'll have a better connection then.
now on your end, does it show you how many viewers we got?
No.
It doesn't show it on my end either.
We got 5.
Okay.
Because I was kind of wondering how many people have been watching so far.
I haven't even looked at that till just now.
We haven't had a comment in quite some time.
Yeah.
I actually went onto the Facebook page to see if anybody was watching, and it said on the Things Network page there were, like, I know you said 5, Zach, but there were at least 3 people watching from the Things Facebook page.
I wonder if that's you and me.
Well, actually, I don't think so because I saw it before I decided to see who was all on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me close that page and see if the number goes down.
This is quite a learning experience for us tonight.
Yes, it is.
Rich is
Hey, thank you, Rich.
Hey, thanks, Rich.
Everybody who is still watching us, please say hi so we know you're here.
the number still hasn't went down. Hey, drop down that. It's got a little arrow in front of it. Drop it down and see if we can tell what pages or anything.
3 on things.
Said she went to Chrome but couldn't hear.
One on Twitch, and 1 on your YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, we're down to 2 on
Now it
things
changed.
Facebook.
Okay. That's Jeremy logging off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rich is showing 2.
I know it's a little slower to notify, but at least this one shows you where.
I've bored all your listeners.
No, I'm not as
Oh, Lisa is watching.
I usually am.
We're back up to 3. We've still got.
Hey, Tom's here.
Okay.
Tom.
So we still have an audience.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Lisa. That
Oh wow, we're up to 7. What the hell did you do?
I swear I haven't done anything.
Eileen's like, I suck.
we just won't tell her the problems that Jeremy had getting in.
Yeah. So
But yeah, anyway, you about done, baby?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the Tylenol behind you.
I would love to have anybody join us for this Miracles event. Once again, we're going to start recording right away. You don't have to wait until December to record.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, the longer you wait, the more chance, it's not going to happen. Just scan the QR code that we had been sharing and get yourself set up. You know what? You don't have to, just come on, record a 5-10 second thank you to someone out there that you're not going to get to spend the holidays with. Tell us how you celebrate the holidays. I don't care what religion you are. The point of this is to make sure that we're connecting with people. We need to connect more instead of not accepting. We need to accept people for who they are. I mean, the truth is that, you know what? You, Jeremy, are no different to me than Nick is to me. Okay? I personally think that if I found somebody who was just like me, I would hate that person. I really would. So I know why. I know me. I don't think I'd like that person very much. But we need to accept people's differences, and we need to learn how to
it's really
love
late,
them.
Lisa.
It's
I was
dinner
gonna say, it's got to
time.
be
here,
late
Lisa.
over there. It's got to be late over there.
Yeah, she said it's almost her bedtime.
If it's 8 o'clock here now, then that means it's probably about
2 or 3 there.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in England. Out in England.
I think it's 2:30.
Yeah, because I remember one time shows.
Well, that's not late. That's early.
1 a.m. their time.
Okay, so Zach, let's get you back on the show on the first week of December.
Yeah.
Because as we get closer to that time, we can spread the message out, and then maybe either this program or one of the other ones that I'm going to try out will be a little more user friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. I would love to do it. If it's 2 a.m. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I figured.
yeah, look, if you want to learn more about what we do here, if you want to learn more about anything that Adrian and I are working on, just go to communitypayitforward.us. Um, once again, that's communitypayitforward.us. You have any questions, reach out to me. I'm always willing to have a conversation. And look, our goal is, like I said, very simple. We want to help everyone. And, I don't want to be.
What was that clacking?
It's the dogs
That's a
running.
damn dog.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
what was that? You haven't seen Zach before, Tom? I thought he has seen him before.
He hides.
Usually I'm cooking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that begs the question: who's cooking now?
Mom.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Chef Boyardee.
Box El Chinese.
Not that that's a bad dinner to have.
It's a hell of a lot better than the one that was prepared. It's actually, yeah, it's a microwave box is what was cooked tonight. So,
Hey,
which is nice because you know what that means, that the kitchen isn't burning down.
no, that's good, especially when the kitchen is in the basement.
Well, no, they got that one up there. Remember? So
Well, I know, but
yeah, hell, I don't even know if the equipment up there works anymore.
We'll find
A
out.
lot of it doesn't. So, but yeah, we go through a store now and we're like, yeah, we start pricing everything out and it's like, yeah, we're gonna need one of these, we're gonna need one of these, we're gonna need one of these.
I thought I saw your mother cooking up there last time I was there.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well, she was walking around like she was cooking, but
I don't know. What's the weather like over there right now?
60s. It's 60.
it's 58 right
Oh
now.
gosh.
Yeah, it's been cool over here too. It's already about, not that much actually. Like right over here, it's about 64 degrees.
Yeah, 60. Oh yeah, but you're in a place where 64 feels like 13.
Yeah, very much so. You're absolutely right on that.
We've been getting the weather coming from that hurricane.
No, we were supposed to, but we never did.
No, but we got a lot of rain up here.
Yeah, because, well, as you know, I mean, when Helene hits, instead of going up north like they said, that's when it instead went to where the Carolinas were, and that's where they've had just that whole devastation in North Korea. Oh my God, I almost said North Korea, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
My dad was telling me that he heard today that there were at least 160 deaths.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Well,
over 160 now. Plus, there's still hundreds of people missing.
Yep. So that death toll could continue to rise. I mean, it's just definitely one of the worst tragedies that North Carolina and Tennessee has ever gone through. So, and unfortunately, it's not over yet because there are two other tropical systems. One of them is a hurricane, but I don't think these ones are going to be hitting not just the United States, but anywhere. I think they're going to remain out at sea.
Yeah, I know. We got an email at our job saying that there's quite a few missing of our employees. We're waiting for them to check in. Of course,
None
we
of
know
us saw
there's no
this.
internet.
I don't think any of us saw this coming because I was reaching out, as you guys, when I was talking last week, Adrian, I was reaching out to investigators in Florida and southern Georgia. I never bothered reaching out to anybody in the Carolinas or Tennessee or Virginia because that's not what we thought they were going to. So, unfortunately, I didn't really catch on to it, though, until it was too late.
Yeah.
Well, we found out that we have a really good friend who works with One Hope Wines, and her and her family are building a homestead, and their homestead unfortunately took a beating, and
seen a lot of videos these last few days
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Well, and here's actually something else to throw because I see Amanda's in the chat here. Um, Ironically enough, just on the other side of the world, there were also two other tropical systems. One of which was a typhoon named Jebi. Though it looked like it was going to originally hit Japan, but fortunately, it just narrowly missed them. And Jebi has met its demise, so there's no more reports. But there's another one just south called Typhoon Craven, and that's probably almost just as bad as Helene has been because it's been hitting Taiwan, it's been hitting the Philippines. 5 people are already confirmed dead over there, and I've seen the pictures and videos in Taiwan. I mean, it's just as bad as it is in North Carolina. So it's like both sides of the world are experiencing almost exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I really do. I think that we need to make sure that people understand that, I know that we all like to take and push boundaries and stuff, but when people say clear out, I think it's time that we start listening to that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right now people are sitting there. Adrian and I grew up in Kansas. Okay. Thank you. We grew up in Kansas. We'd hear a tornado and we'd be like going, oh, okay, whatever. I wouldn't do that now. I would, it, these
There's a lot of
weather patterns have gone insane.
Well, and if that's not bad enough, I mean, I just mentioned about, yes, you got Hurricane Kirk, which again will stay out in the ocean, along with the newly developed tropical storm Leslie, just right behind it, that both developed off the western coast of Africa. And again, those are definitely not going to hit land, but they're already saying there's even yet another possible tropical system that might be developing in the Gulf of Mexico and may take almost an exact similar path that Helena took. And then I told you that I just said a second ago. Then, of course, you got Typhoon Craven in Taiwan and close to China and the Philippines. So it's just going crazy.
Yeah, I see it right now. You got Kirk and Leslie in the Atlantic Ocean. There is one called Crathon.
That's the one. I thought it was Craven. Crathon. Yeah, that's
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not.
well, it's out. It's also referred to as Typhoon Julia in the Philippines, but ironically, they are both strong storms. Typhoon Craven is a Category 4, and so is Hurricane Kirk in out the Atlantic.
Okay, and there's another one. It looks like it could be something, but it's not labeled as anything. But it's right in between Russia and um, Alaska,
Alaska.
up there in the Barents Sea. I see the circular formation there.
That's an unusual area for hurricanes or typhoons to even format.
Well, it looks like a hurricane type storm because it's going in a circle and it spread out.
I'll have to look into that. I just know that there's just the three systems: Kirk, Leslie, and Craven, and now they're saying there might be a possible new system in the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, there's one in the Indian Ocean called Ancha.
Oh, that's not unusual for them too to have one.
Yeah, hey Lisa, let me ask you this. As we mentioned earlier, my son is in Japan and he's been dealing with like a lot of tsunamis and earthquakes and stuff like that. What do you deal with there in what's like the again, we're in a tornado area. What are some of the weather issues that you guys have there in England?
I know I can answer part of I know England every once in a while they do get tornadoes too, though not as commonly as like we do here in the United States. But most of the tornadoes they get, unlike what we got here, most of them are small and weak. So they don't really cause, in fact, being the history guy that I am, the last time a major tornado outbreak that ever affected the UK was back in 1954 when 7 tornadoes struck downtown London. Surprisingly, nobody died, but it definitely destroyed a good area of London.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it looks like we finally lost Jeremy.
Oh geez, yep.
So
He's
I'll
gonna
give
have
him a second, see if he he comes back to us. If not, I'll kick him out and he can re-enter. But kick me out.
Yeah, he just said, "Kick
Yeah,
me out."
you're out of here. No soup for you.
I know that episode of Seinfeld.
So, yeah, look, the thing is that it's coming up. Find somebody who is offering help to people. You know, look, we like to tell people that if they have a hoodie that no longer fits them, throw it in your car. Make sure that you give it to somebody who's struggling with the elements. These are simple
Exactly.
things that you can do to help people. Adrian and I are notorious for cooking too much food. Every once in a while, throw it in the old hillbilly Tupperware and an old butter bowl. Take it to somebody who's suffering from the hunger. Helping people is so easy. And that's why I'm saying there's no reason why we can't help everyone.
Exactly, because I actually was talking about that. Sorry, I'm just looking something up more about Helene and also like what exactly they're looking for. But I was on Lois's show that regards to the especially the tragedies out in those areas of North Carolina, and I told people on the show earlier saying if you're looking to assist and if you're indebted to help and if you want to, I'm sure there's definitely a lot of agencies that you can reach out to, like the American Red Cross and of course whoever else, is available. They're going to need all the help that they can get, from throughout the country and even from around the world. So I even gave that shout out earlier today.
Yeah, even if your thing is giving blood, and especially if more, we've got more things coming up, make sure you can, if you can tolerate it, give blood. Yeah, she looks at me.
Now,
She
Jeremy.
knows I'm a big weenie when it comes to that. I'm like, ooh, needles. Ah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, you see, Lisa just confirmed what I said. Yeah. No, we don't get big tornadoes, mostly the tail end of things. With that said, we're experiencing very cold spells in June and July. A while back, we had snow in April, that sort of thing. It's been so bizarre. So that confirms with what I was saying. She said they don't get,
Jeremy's camera.
yeah, they don't get the big tornadoes. They get the small and weak ones. And of course, you get the water spouts too, especially if you live close to the English Channel.
All right, guys.
Another thing to keep in mind is she is also way further up north than we are.
Yeah, that too.
All right, with doing this with Jeremy's camera, let's shut it down because it's just going to keep doing this mess.
Yeah, even though we have only technically 20 minutes left, but I can definitely see it's becoming a problem again.
Well, originally we were only going to do an hour.
I know.
Oh, really? Oh no, I didn't know anything about that. So I guess I'm.
She mentioned that.
I've been busy these last few days. I've been busy putting Halloween stuff up.
Okay, Nick, you leave me no other option.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh, hell, this isn't going to be good. You know what? Hey, all the decorations are up now, so now I can pay attention. I promise you.
Ours is still in the car.
Last time my knee hit the cord, so I think it shifted the connector, and that's why my camera went out.
Yeah, because it disappeared, so it's all good again. But
what I don't get was that I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it wouldn't let me turn the camera back on. On StreamYard, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
Over here, I couldn't.
Yeah, we got to figure out one that works real well and get used to it.
Well, when StreamYard goes out, I am going to try OneStream. I'm going to do a 1 month thing there and give you all the access to it. And
I think I might go on ahead and try that 23 River or whatever that is.
Side.
Yeah, try that one because, like I said, I've had a walkthrough on that, and some of this stuff looks pretty cool. I don't know if the functionality is the same as this, but right now the functionality on this is not very good. So, granted, it's new. It is what it is. So, thank you, Lisa, for joining us. Hey, you know what? We do have his name is Santa Mike. He's there in UK. He's going to be reading stories that he wrote on Christmas Day all over these channels. So, join us if you can. We'd love to see everybody come on over to the Pack channels and join us.
I got to just say real quick too with Lisa. I think has she been watching our shows before? Because she looks like a new viewer.
No, she's not. I actually know her through the Para Unity Network.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered because I guess maybe she's new to me, or maybe it's just been a very long time. But regardless of the fact, hopefully she'll tune in more for the other shows we got too. So I'm glad she's enjoying this, even though it's pretty late out in the UK.
All I know is that she mentioned white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. I'm a fan of hers.
That's awesome.
So,
Okay. So next week, I just confirmed it. We tried to have Beverly on the show, Beverly Zemek, Zymat.
Zymet.
However the hell you say it.
Zmet. Sorry, Zmet.
Okay, we tried to have her on the show. For whatever reason, she was not getting my emails, numerous that I sent her. But she gave me another one to try out. I did that today. She confirmed it. She will be on the show next week. And now that we actually have an email that I can get through on, so I can be able to send her all the information there. So, Lisa, for this show, it'll be back on next Thursday. Same time. It'll be. Shit. What's the 1 o'clock your time?
Yeah, 1 a.m. her time.
Yeah.
And the show after this one is called Myth or Mystery. That's going to be starting in about 15 minutes.
Yep.
But I know she's probably going to be calling it a night because obviously by then it's going to be about 3 a.m.
Yeah. And Myth or Mystery is a fun show to watch.
Yeah, it is.
It's a game show where they go through and look at videos and try to determine, hey, is this really paranormal or is it not? Because there are so many fake shit out there.
There is.
And people believe it.
Just like obviously on the Travel Channel. I think I know you guys know what show I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not so much the travel channels that we're concerned about. We're concerned about the ones that are on YouTube.
All that too, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are really making a mockery of this field.
Especially, not going to say it, but especially one particular guy, and I think you guys know who I'm talking about. I've said some things about him that really has pissed a lot of us off.
Let me guess, the guy that goes after the dead people?
Yep. Let's just say that his name sounds similar to from Harry Potter's Hufflepuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a guy that shares a name with me.
No. That too, but yeah.
Channel guy.
What's up, Robert? Yeah, there's way too much fake stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the one that I'm talking about is not. No, Zach is too big for YouTube. No, we're talking about the ones that are on YouTube that can't get a TV show.
Yep.
Got a lot of fakers on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Have a good night, Lisa.
That's what gets. Good night, Lisa. That's what gets them their views. Is this fake crap?
Oh, I should have told Lisa because I don't know if she's seen the other shows. We got some other shows, obviously in the UK if she wants to tune into those, where of course, obviously it'd be a lot earlier for her then. I should have said that to her.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lisa, check out the videos tab on the network page, and you'll see all the different shows that this network has to offer. And
Yeah,
we got a great variety from so many different people and ideologies.
from 4 continents now too.
All right, are you guys ready to call it a night?
Yes.
Yeah, I am. I'm ready.
Okay, everybody. So, for those of you out there in the audience, thank you so much for playing along. We will be back with Beverly. What's her name next week? I'm not really sure what the topic is about. And she has her own shows, so we'll be discovering all about her.
Well, Lisa
So
said she'll check out some
she
more.
is also into alternative healing, and she's also got a program in which I don't think you guys are going to talk about this, but she's got a virtual reality meeting rooms and stuff like that, and that's how I met her.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, to where so yeah, you can do your shows, Jeremy, from her virtual reality programming. So. And
Interesting.
it's Beverly Zymet.
Zymat? Okay.
Yep.
So now that I finally got actually connected to her on email, we're get her on the show next week. And Zach, I'd like to get you back on December 5th. That's the first Thursday of the month.
You got it. I'll come back on. Once again, if anybody wants to join us and make a miracle happen, communitypayupforward.us.
Yeah, 'cause I think that once we get past Thanksgiving and now everybody is thinking Christmas at that time, um, when we talk about this, it'll be more.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah, but
make
we
more
really
sense.
want people to start thinking ahead. I mean, look, let's be honest, like I said earlier, that there's going to be people who aren't going to be able to join you. There's people out there that you want to say hey and thank you to. Let's get those recorded so we're not trying to rush everybody into doing it, because trying to record 37 hours worth of stuff, it's going to be really difficult if we have to do it in a week.
And then putting everything together.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't want wrapped upon my skull. So let's get some people to starting to record now.
Yeah, because I've got 3 videos that I gotta put together this month. One of them is actually done. I still got 2 more to do. And
So
one of those videos, I need videos from other people.
Yeah, including me. I know.
For once, mine's done
Oh,
before.
Jeremy, I'm actually kind of waiting on that because I might be doing a video. I might actually be doing that with Lois, as a matter of fact. So I'm actually more or less just waiting on her.
She already gave me her video.
Oh, well, she didn't
then
tell
you're
me.
waiting on him.
Well, I guess I'm on my. Well, I guess I'm on my own then.
Gave me her video, but she also said she was going to do one with the team. I don't care.
That's what she said too. That's what she told me. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was doing a separate one.
Yeah, she gave me hers. I think she was the first one to give me a video.
I thought it would have been. I don't know. Well, wait. I think I gotta send it. I don't know if she sent it to you, but if not, she sent a copy of it to me. Nikki did one too. I don't know if you got her. Okay, she did send it to you. All right.
I got hers. Yep. I got
right.
Adrian's.
Who's?
Adrian's.
Adrian's. Okay, I gotta get mine. Okay, I better get it.
Better get
We're
with
off
it.
to it.
Yeah. So everybody who has not been doing a video, I have been personally messaging every one of them.
I was gonna say I don't know if I. Oh wait, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to really put it up. But you know what that means if I didn't if I didn't get this. Jeez, I cannot talk today. I'm losing my train of thought. I was gonna say I already know what would happen if I don't get this video done. I think it would be this picture
tell
right
you.
here.
Exactly what will happen if you don't get the video done, Nick. I am going to be pouring some popcorn into your trash can.
and then look inside and then get snatched up.
Yeah. These guys are going to come visit you.
I am a dead man if that happens, but I thought more would be the F minus again.
Oh, yeah. Have you read that story yet?
It's been so busy with me lately. Come
Like,
on.
you're not doing shows anymore. You better get your shit together, dude.
Uh-oh. Okay, folks, we better get off here. Barry and I are coming on in 6 minutes. So, Zach, will you do the honors and cue up the outro video?
I will. Thank you guys for having me.
Good
Have a
night,
good
y'all.
night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.